Hello everyone, welcome you once again to the new session of learning. In today's session, I will teach you from the Employability Skill Book Unit 4 Entrepreneurship Skills. So let's get started. Who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person who is self-employed, is willing to take a calculated risk and brings in a new idea to start a business. It is, however, important to understand that all self-employed persons are not entrepreneurs. For example, a shopkeeper cannot be called an entrepreneur unless he or she introduce a new method or idea in the business. New ideas with which an entrepreneur adds value to a business can be of many kinds, including new kinds of products like adding varieties, new services like home delivery or credit service, new marketing ideas, new cost reduction ideas, and many more. Let us see what is entrepreneurship. The process of developing a business plan, launching and running a business using innovation to meet customer needs and to make a profit is entrepreneurship. Enterprise. An enterprise is a project or undertaking that is bold and fulfills a need of the society which no one has ever addressed. Let us see the role of entrepreneurship. First, economic development, money in circulation. An entrepreneur creates value by making available better and cheaper products and services for customers. The economy grows. As entrepreneurs grow their business, investors put money into their business and expect good returns. As more and more entrepreneurs create business opportunities, the economy grows. Second, social development, creation of jobs. A business started by an entrepreneur is usually a very small business in the beginning. If it becomes successful and grows, the entrepreneur expands the business. As the business grows, it needs more work to be done and so create more jobs. Good quality jobs lead to more people earning money and having a good life. Third is improved standard of living. More things available to live a comfortable life. When entrepreneurs sell products like a tractor, a mobile phone, or a mobile service, it helps people live a more comfortable life. For example, a small village did not have good quality soap, because of which the villagers used to fall sick. An entrepreneur started going to the city, collected antibacterial soap from the city and sold it to the villagers. The people started using the soap for hand washing, is a result of which this uses less incidences of people falling sick. Next is optimal use of resources. There are various natural resources present around us, renewable and non-renewable. Entrepreneurs keep working to find the most optimal ways of using the resources to reduce cost and increase their profit. Last but not the least, more benefits at lower prices. Product and services at competitive price. As entrepreneurs compete in the market, prices of products come down. For example, a phone which used to cost at least rupees 20,000 when phones were first launched can now be bought even for rupees 4,000. Now see the qualities of a successful entrepreneur. First is patience. Entrepreneurship is not a one-day job. Success may not be achieved quickly and therefore it is important for an entrepreneur to be patient in running the business. Second is positivity. When a person starts a business, she may face lots of difficulties and failure. An entrepreneur has to think positively even when he or she takes a big risk. Next is hardworking, giving up, and perseverance. Every new business goes through failures, and therefore an entrepreneur needs to work hard till it becomes successful. It is necessary for an entrepreneur to continuously work hard towards his or her own and company's goal. Next is confidence. An entrepreneur needs to be very confident and take decision about their business. An entrepreneur needs to communicate confidently with the customers. Next is open to trial and error. Entrepreneur needs to be open to new ideas and try them without fear of failure. She or he will have to use trial and errors and experiment with different ideas till the business becomes successful. Next is creativity and innovation. An entrepreneur should be able to see a problem from different perspectives and come up with original and creative solution. They should also be able to recognize an opportunity in a problem and find an innovative solution. Let's see entrepreneurship. First, ability to take up risk. Next, believe in hard work and discipline. Third is adaptable and flexible to achieve the goals of enhancing quality and customer satisfaction. Next is knowledge of the product and services and their need or demand in the market. Financial literacy and more management skills. Last is effective planning and execution. Now we will see what is the difference between an entrepreneur and a traditional business person. There is a thin line that distinguishes an entrepreneur from a traditional business person. We can understand by an example. Ramu is chaiwala selling tea near a busy bus stop. He earns a lot and makes a good profit. He is a traditional businessman. Now Rani also started a tea stall on the roadside. She decided to sell different flavors of tea, just like expensive tea parlors in the mall, at a reasonable price. Her clients vary from daily wage earners to actors and politicians. Because of her unique idea, she is an entrepreneur. Now see what is the difference between the entrepreneurship and employment. Some of the activities here given in the table. First, allows a person to make money. Entrepreneurship, yes. Employment, yes. Finding solution for a community problem by himself or herself. Entrepreneurship, yes, but employment, no. The job done by the person is decided by himself or herself. Entrepreneurship, it is yes, but employment, it is no. Use personal knowledge and interest to make money for oneself. Entrepreneurship, yes, but employment, it is no. Use innovation and creativity to attract clients. Entrepreneurship, yes. Employment, no. Keep most of the money, that is profits made for a product or service. Entrepreneurship, it is yes, but employment, it is no. Last is takes risk to make profit. Entrepreneurship is yes, possible. Employment is no. So what are the benefits of entrepreneurship? Do what you are interested in. Entrepreneurship allows you to start and do something you like using your hobbies and skills. Work for yourself and not for others. An entrepreneur, you can work for yourself and not for someone else. You can decide the kind of work you like to do and how you want to do it. Make profits for yourself. As an entrepreneur, you can decide how much money you want to earn and how you want to earn it. More risk, more profit. Even though there are risks in entrepreneurship, it allows you to decide how much risk you want to take. Usually, the larger the risk, the bigger could be the profit. So far, we learned who an entrepreneur is and the meaning of entrepreneurship. We also learned about the unique features of an entrepreneurship. Now, we will learn about different types of business activities. First, types of business activities: product business, service business, and hybrid business. Product business: a business where a seller and buyer exchange idea which can be seen and touched is called a product based business. For example, a sports shop. Service business: a business where a seller helps the buyer to finish some work. For example, a cricket coaching center. Hybrid business: a hybrid business is the one where the business is doing both selling product and selling services. For example, Rahul is starting a sports academy for coaching and selling sports equipment. We also see this in restaurants where the food itself is the product sold and the catering is the service provided. Now here is a table where we can differentiate between the product business and service business. There are some points. First is seen and touched. Product can be seen and touched. Customer pays for physical exchange of things. Service cannot be seen or touched. Customer here pays for an experience. Second is stored. A product can be made and stored in a shop or a warehouse. A service, for example, cutting hair, cannot be stored. Service is provided when a customer asks for it. Third is made and transported. A product can be either made at home or in a factory. It can there be transported to different places where shopkeepers sell it. A service cannot be made or transported. It is given to the customer at the time of delivery. Fourth is same quantity and quality. The quality and quantity of the product will be the same every time. The quality and quantity of a service can be different at different times. Now we will learn the different types of product based business. First is manufacturing businesses. These are the businesses that make a product and sell it. Products are usually made in factories. Trade businesses: these businesses buy and sell a product. They also transport the product from the factory to warehouses and then finally to shops near the customers. Examples of this business include wholesalers, distributors, and retail shops. Entrepreneurship's development process. Entrepreneurship development is the process of improving the skills and knowledge of entrepreneurs. It can take place through formal and informal learning system. In the formal learning system, training programs are conducted to bring about awareness, knowledge, and skills related to entrepreneurship. Now we will learn the steps of starting a business. As you can see in this diagram, business idea, getting money and material to start, understanding customer needs, and improving product or service. We will learn about all these steps one by one. Idea. The first step is to come up with a business idea. A business idea could be based on something you are interested in doing, for example, making dosa. A need you see in the market, for example, tasty food next to the station. Next step is getting money and material. Once you have the idea, you can start on a small scale with some money, which will help you in buying basic material. Next is understanding customer needs. Once you start selling, you will find out what your customer likes and wants. You will also find out what your customer does not like during this stage. And the last is improving product or service. You can use this knowledge of what your customer likes and does not like to improve your product. That's all for today's session. I hope you learned all the main point related to entrepreneurship and about starting a new business. Thank you very much.